A dad has signed his whole family up to be frozen when they die, with the hope they can brought back to life in the future. Dennis Kowalski, his wife Maria and their three sons, Jacob 19, Danny 17, and James 16 are all down to be preserved in a vat of liquid nitrogen when they pass away. Barmy Dennis Kowalski has shelled out £100,000 to be frozen with his wife Maria and their three sons. Paramedic Dennis is the president of Cryonics Institute, and reckons the process could give them all a second chance at life. Cryonics preserves the human body at low temps after death in the hope it can be revived in the future. The process begins immediately after a person is declared legally dead and the body is cooled in an ice vat. It is transported to the company headquarters in Michigan, where the person's blood is replaced with antifreeze solution and kept in a vaporized cooling chamber. Sons Jacob 19, Danny 17, and James 16 have also agreed to be frozen for £21,000. The person is then transferred to a special storage container where they are kept with the hope they can be woken up in the future. Cryogenics hit the headlines last year when a 14-year-old Brit schoolgirl won the right to be frozen. Now Dennis, who is in Wisconsin, reckons those who take part have little to lose and virtually everything to gain. Dennis, 49, said, "I heard about the process when I was a teenager. I thought it sounded really interesting." Dead bodies are transported to the company headquarters in Michigan, where the person's blood is replaced with antifreeze solution and kept in a vaporized cooling chamber. Many years later I signed up with the Cryonics Institute. That was 20 years ago now. Now my wife and three teenage sons are also all signed up. Of course my sons are young, so not thinking about it too much. But things happen in life and you never know. Things that were impossible in the past are possible now. Frozen British child is hanging upside down in 10-pound sleeping bag along with 5 other corpses. Data frozen 14-year-old girl slams Cryonics Institute for taking advantage of vulnerable people. What is cryonics and what happens when a person is cryogenically frozen? Family of tragic cancer teen had to sell house in order to meet £36,000 cost of cryogenic treatment. Charity which froze 14-year-old Brit girl is run by mad scientist and based in chaotic garage in Sheffield. First pictures of the giant vat where tragic 14-year-old Brit girl will be frozen at 196. Essentially, we are buying time until technology catches up and is able to fully repair and restore the human body. We have decided to take action in the present for the chance at a renewed life in the future. We think of it as ambulance ride to the hospital of the future. Can people come back from the dead if they're cryogenically frozen? Cryonics is the process of cooling bodies that cannot be kept hermetically to sub-zero temperatures in the hope they can be brought back to life in the future. It is based on a theory that the brain can retain memory and personality while frozen, and that one day scientists will able to successfully defrost and heal the bodies. There is currently no way to resuscitate bodies that have been cryogenically frozen, although some believe the technology will be developed in the future. How does it work? Once a person wishing to be cryogenically frozen has died, a preservation company is informed. The response team will then attempt to keep the person's blood pumping in their body, injecting the body with chemicals and packing them in ice at the cryonics facility. The body's blood is removed with it replaced with organ preservation solution. The body's blood vessels are then injected with the solution in an attempt to stop ice crystals forming in the body. The body is then cooled to 130 C. The body is finally placed into a container of liquid nitrogen and kept at 196 C. Why is it controversial? Cryonics hit the headlines in 2016 when a terminally ill girl became the first British child to be frozen in the hope she could be brought back to life in the future when the field of medicine better understands the cancer she died of. She is now one of the almost 150 patients to be stored at the Cryonics Institute, with the young girl's body going through the process of being cooled, injected with antifreeze, then kept at 196°C. Critics of the theory liken it to playing God, and many experts say there is no chance a person can be brought back to life. No one has ever been revived from temperatures below freezing, but cryonics experts are hopeful the process will work. We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the Sun Online News team? Email us at tips@thesun.co.uk or call 0207-782-4368. We pay for videos too. Click here to upload yours.